Welcome to the fastest chaos third place match between two people we didn't expect really in the third place match. Ganji, second place of DM World Cup, but this time also getting a top 4 result in his second big DM tournament. Isn't too shabby, right? Let's see if he can get the third place as well. And we do have FreakinAndy in the orange playing as the Dravidians for game 1, who, well, was probably the favorite to win the tournament, but finds himself here in the third place match. Should at least get his top 3 result in if this goes according to plan. Otter One as the starting hero for Ganji, being very annoying. And I have to mute on focus loss. Thanks a lot, Legend, for the gift sub. To Goku. Hey, hail Gulf Coast. The Osman here doing quite something. Ganji with 2-0 up on Will kills. Portuguese obviously access to the treadmill crane technology, so they build a bit faster than the Dravidians. And in general, I still think Portuguese are really underestimated DM Civ, and I think I favor them even against Dravidians, who have been very favored in the early stages of the tournament. We saw them a lot, like up until the round of 16. I don't think we've seen them quarterfinals onwards, but that's also the random ban system, which means we don't see everything. Carnage at the start is nasty. Yeah, the Carnage hero was nasty, but only for one side, right? And he didn't get too much done with it. A lot of docks coming up for Ganji here. Didn't introduce this Hyperrandom generation yet, so let's take a look at it. Bit golden swamp with wood on the swamp and narrower lands, but you can maybe make something happen over the left side. Otherwise, the middle will be very dominant, and that should be really interesting because we've got 2 unique ship civilizations. We have, and we already see the Thirisadai ship that I feel we see very seldomly over all modes. And there is the potential for caravels, but I don't know if you want to go caravels against Thirisadai. Actually, Thirisadai get countered by fires, but there is also demos for Andy. Oh my god, we will see a Thirisadai victory here in the fastest chaos. Welcome in Alkhalim, graphics designer of the tournament. And Paradox. I might know him from organizing some tournaments as well. Also, welcome to the party, Gulf Coast. And we do have some demos battling it out. Big explosion there. Water control is looking good for Andy with a slower start and also not the perfect start with the cavalry archer hero. The Thirisadai seem to be rocking it. Demos also not that great against them. Needs 2 shots to kill them. So I kind of can't believe. Am I calling for fires here? Not really, right? There's so many demos out, so fires would just die instantly. This feels rough to deal with. I can't believe a clan I created with a friend over 20 years goes still in existence. Thanks, they were following George so long. Oh wow, Gulf Coast, you founded Suno? Oh, it's a great day for your Suno founder to appear, as we have an all Suno finalist today. And really nice to have you. It's like, love like veterans returning. Especially on a day or in a week where Daywalker set an example for all veterans in AoE2. The ships are too small. Yeah, Thirisadai are really blown out of proportion, right? I hate the unit model because it's like, it's not supposed to be 5 times as big as a cannon game. This ship is clearly supposed to be bigger than this ship, and yet this ship with the sails that don't scale is bigger than that one. That was some nice shots for Ganji. Ganji also looking to make something happen on land with a few cavaliers. We'll find quite some villagers here stopping to TCs as well. Suno was Supernova and so on. It's still somewhat Supernova. I think Supernova is still the long form. So yeah, it was dissolved at a point and then refounded 2-3 years ago. But it's basically the same people that were in Suno before, so I would say it still exists. Yeah, the Thirisadai have been worn down. Maybe Ganji can make progress here now. Suddenly, all the Thirisadai have disappeared while I was looking at the Cavalier. Now it's a pure demo fest here in the middle. What's on the bombard cannons? FreakinAndy getting that one down, but it is still 5 bombard cannons. And it seems like Bombard Cannon Ship is the army comp for Mr. Ganji with some Cavalier on both sides. Prediction is up. So the mods have appeared now as well. Lovely. And yeah, thanks again, Legend, for the gift sub to Hamza. And also thanks for the follow to someone. Thought I heard a follow. Zayu, ayo. If it's me, but you sound a bit too loud over stereo. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Did it just deactivate something? Let me see if all the filters are there. Filters are there. I can reduce the gain a bit, maybe. Tell me if this is better. I also screamed too loud, I think, maybe. Oh, it's good that I'm solo casting this one so we can fix everything, right? And here we go. Still peeking in the red a bit. Yeah, just move the mic a bit further. Towers coming up on the middle for Ganji. 3 towers like right next to each other. I mean, you're allowed to wall with towers. I am excited, Paradox. That is clearly true. Bit better only. I can turn this down here as well. I don't know, is the compressor not strong enough? I don't know, don't want to change too much. Andy not being finals is really shocking. I mean, we all were very surprised in the semi-finals yesterday, but Daywalker got some good matchups and he played beastly. Paradox, I don't know if we should talk about that. The other explanation, it is not true. I am just super excited, as I think I should be for a grand final day, right? Happy to see so many faces in chat that I love to see in chat as well. Also, I think I'm especially excited because we have a Suno founder here too, for Daywalker making the finals. That's really nice. Nearly energy, yeah, it is here. And there is a very forward castle by Ganji. Little castle war here on the right side. I love that they're like, Ganji's trying to play the whole map, right? And he's also trying to play the whole map. The middle is kind of a bit like Daywalker Andy yesterday. Their movie demo a lot. After all the, well, most of the Thirisadai have died. Apparently you can only build on the brown terrain. That's why all these towers are next to each other. Now Andy is finding some tower islands here where you can build towers on. I love this map, man. Imagine being excited about the journey, shaking my head, need to be emotionless. Yeah, Paradox is known to be a man without emotions. Yeah. That's how I got to know him last NSC. He's basically cold Scottish steel. Being excited, it's hard. It's usually a relief when it finishes. I felt that way when we had all the admin troubles in the group stage, or in the qualifiers. But like this week, and with like, it's been really good. Like, it was really nice and easy to like adapt to the NAC time schedule with all the players Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I don't know. It all went really smooth this week. And I could just watch and enjoy the games. I would have hoped for some longer sets in the semis, but hopefully we're getting some longer sets today. Game 1 is looking promising, as we have Dravidians, Portuguese, and basically 50-50 match split here. This is turning into a campaign map now. Towers on the water and randomly scattered around. Oh, it isn't random. I mean, I wouldn't mind it to be random. I guess the places we can build towers are a bit random, which makes sense on Hyperrandom. And he's just using them, right? But he's building back. I don't know. I would like to maybe see some forward as well. A lot of that's a bit campaigny, this fortress here. But they aren't symmetrical enough for it to be a campaign. Bombard cannons with traps here on the left side. Andy lost the castle. Economy-wise, Andy has food economy. Ganji with the Portuguese doesn't need it. Even though he made Cavaliers, still not out of food yet. And interesting, fleet push here on the right side. Look at where he funneled the ships. He funneled the ships around the woodline here to be able to attack this castle. You don't even know what Civ Orange is playing? Yeah, they're called Dravidians. You might know the Portuguese still. I don't know when you stop playing actively Gulf Coast. Or Gulf Coast G. I guess the G is part of the name. Isn't Grand Final Day of Sadness because all good things come to an end? No. I mean, it somewhat is, right? I will miss the tournament, certainly, but it's like, I will be home for Christmas from tomorrow on. I really enjoyed the tournament. It's also a lot of admin work, though, so. I get what Paradox is talking about. And now it's not sadness yet, because we're looking at potentially, 13 really great games today, so. Sadness will probably kick in tomorrow when you realize the tournament is finished. But then there's still Silver League. Might try to schedule a Silver League set tomorrow before I have to go. Oh, Legend is here. We could schedule on the fly, but I'll rather write him. That fleet push is working, and he's frantically repairing the right side castle. Oh boy, Ganji dancing with the galleon. Galleon dies nevertheless, but the castle does too, and he manages to get all the gold over here. I think the reason why I started being too loud is that I listened to Grathrank's casting tips, and I try to do better voice acting now. And like using different parts of my, I don't know, body to speak. That sounds odd, but that makes my voice deeper and reach further. And then it gets too loud, I think. Yeah, no, the voice acting was the wrong phrase. Try doing the elephant voices, please. I can't do the elephant noises. I'm called Ben in real life, so I'm very resistant, like, very hesitant to do elephant noises. Because when you're called Benjamin, whole kindergarten has a lot of elephant noises by other people. Demo explosion noises? The game should give them to us, right? Now more fleet battle in the middle. You can zoom in on the demo so you can hear it explode when the Kennigan hits it, but the Kennigan doesn't hit it. Kelar voices during intense micro. That wasn't a good impression. Light Cav now. Ganji all of a sudden has a food eco as well. So you can spam some cavalry. I don't know how effective it is against wood steel halberdiers though. Andy gobbled up the gold on the right side, then lost it. There is still stone here. And Ganji kind of killed the castle, didn't get the gold, and then transitioned away from that side. So that nice push from Ganji on the right side didn't give him that much. And Andy is mounting a push on the left with the water still and probably eternally being contested with all the towers we have around. So it transforms to like somewhat of a land fight with like ships mixed in on the left here with that little pond there. Oh, moonwalking demo. The elephant poaching? What? Do we have to call the WWF again? An elephant is not an egg, Alkhalim. I've heard about poached eggs, but not of poached elephants before. Why was there a tower in the corner? A lot of bombard cannons getting sniped by these elephants here. And he could maybe look at securing that stone. Poaching is hunting animals. God damn it, native speakers, get out of here. I was just testing if you knew that. Oh, I can do a nilly. Alkhalim tells me to wait, so I will wait. Yes, that is Furious the Monkeys, boys. No, it's Smoke Monkeys, actually. It's not Furious the Monkey, boys. It's Smoke Monkeys. They have 0 + 99 attack, which means they don't attack. Oh, what have I done now? Everybody's talking about killing elephants. Well, we're seeing a lot of elephants being killed, I guess. So it doesn't make sense. Rumi Swordsman. Viper's most favorite unit being mixed in. The elephants are passive aggressive? Well, I think doing the wait, oh, you told me to wait, then I will wait thing is also a bit passive aggressive, so it all checks out. I like it though. It's a very stable game here. Like, Andy's trying to push this line, but this tower line is holding really well. And this game is telling me again why in my next tournament we'll have no towers. Because the tower meta really went too strong in this one, I think. I mean, Ragnarok 1 didn't have towers. If I ever look at doing Ragnarok 2 next year, I will stick to the tower rule. I'm not sure about the Civ selection rules yet. I have a bit of time to like talk during this game and third place match in general, so let me know what you think about if we should do like random ban draft again for the next one, or if you like to see mirrors back. We think fair Civ system is the way to go for Ragnarok. We had like last Ragnarok, we had a mix of fair Civ system and mirrors. Then most tournaments after that were Civ Draft, starting DM World Cup 5, also the tournament since then. This one was Civ Draft with random bans, which I really liked how it worked. And I'm very undecided on which Civ selection system I'm going to use in the next team tournament I organize. Which will be Ragnarok 2, so would make sense to base it on the last one a bit. Also, hence no towers again. But yeah, not really undecided about what do we do about Civs. Ganji now again, big fleet from the right side. What's the wood situation? How important is this big wheat line here? It's only 50 wood on those trees. Well, still a bit in the back here for Andy. Ganji, I managed to burn it earlier because he's Portuguese. Ganji once again hates town centers, makes this mill economy, so if Andy ever decides to raid, but it isn't that likely with Dravidians, I guess, but this would be a juicy raiding target. And yeah, Ganji doesn't have that much, only these small wood lines and these 3 at the bottom, which might be why Andy is pushing here, right? That's the main wood eco. Gold will run out. Do we see Feitoria? Could also be an option, right? Especially to get gold stone for more towers for the Portuguese. Surprised no one has grabbed middle relic. Ooh, what's the relic count? Oh, it's actually on here now, right? 3 for Ganji, 4 for Andy, so there were 7 relics. So wood is a bit more plentiful. Gold is a bit more plentiful. There's also fish. Don't think it's too enticing to fish, because it's very like dangerous to set up a fish trap eco. I would really want to see some demos to the right there. By whom? By both probably, right? But the lumber camp I think he is blocking the path a bit for Andy. He could go around, the villagers might block them though. Then we could make like a dock here, for example, right? A dock here for some like more ships and demo support here. That would be nice. And against denying the tower, I think. You can again stand it back. That's a regular galleon. Ganji even reinforcing through this way. But Ganji is reinforcing through all the towers here, Dravidians. Not sure if they get heated shot. But wonder how those made it through, because these reinforcements are dying hard. That one will die to the towers as well. Ganji needs to check his gather points. I think he probably had it here, and then he set it there, and then they changed the way they go there. Does this map eventually just become a wood control one? Which map doesn't? But I think for Ganji it might matter. He has these 4 wood lines here, and then it's the big one, right? And the right side one, where he's already cutting. Hey yo, TomSnuffles! Give me them finals. Finals in 1.5 hours. Or finals after the 3rd place match, basically. And you're pushing left side, so I think he might have it before wood control. Yeah, he's getting map presence. And there is a lot of farms here. 66 farms for Andy. What is Andy's army? Don't crash. Skirms. And hey. Let's go, skirm war. Yesterday there were people who wanted to see skirms. I remember that. I didn't react to the chat comments, but yesterday there were calls for skirms. In a situation where skirms made no sense, so I thought people just wanted to see skirms. So if they did that, they get it now. Also skirms for the Portuguese. Some organ guns should be really helpful now. They're killing the trash. Oh, and he's getting the relic. Organ guns should do great with the trash. Also, champions not really an option then. Champions or like infantry units, probably what Dravidians want to go for late game, when they can't afford Elfen Archers anymore. Or even ships. And Light Cav now coming into raid here. I think Andy could think about raiding. I mean, I know you only get shitty Light Cav, but no bloodlines, no last armor. But Andy could know, I think, that Ganji's farms tend to be very unprotected, especially when he doesn't expect that the opponent has a raiding set. And could be raided here, right? Very easily. Oh, Organgun's got a buff against trash too. Yeah, they were nerfed a bit, but buffed against trash. If I recall correctly, reading the patch notes. And he asked the relic count. Probably means he's thinking about giving up. And yeah, it's 5-3 in favor of Andy. But Feitoria's baby, does he have them? Oh yeah. He has 2. Right? 2 Feitorias, yeah. Skirm versus Dogs. Let's go. Ganji still pushing on the right. Andy has cleared the push on the left and also has cleared the raids. Can't really raid himself against all the tower setup. And Feitoria's even more important than the gold income, I think, is the stone income. But if Andy can clear this side as well, maybe he's in a decent spot. I don't know who's winning. What do you guys think? Who's winning? Now that this push has stopped, I don't think it's that clear that Ganji's ahead anymore. And he needs to ask Feitoria count instead of really count. It is 2. It is 3 now. Ganji added another one. And another one. And seems to be able to push here still. It's not too devastating losing these racks. So actually, Andy is remaking production already. Maybe it is tougher for him, right? Only 6 racks. All its ranges went down, it seems. Oh, there's 4 here. And he has a rest bank? Yeah, true. But we'll lose access to this wood now. And with losing that side, Andy is kind of in wood problem, right? Only this wood line kind of under his control. This one is too far already, and this one is taken over by Ganji. Yeah, this is looking good for Ganji. Between the 2 people here that were seed 1 and 2. And yes, I vividly remember a great grand final between them in the World Cup. Champions now added by the Portuguese, obviously powered by Feitoria. There's a Feitoria emote on the channel, by the way. Might be in time for that. Then add 3. And he's trying to push to the middle. Oh, did quite some damage there with some cannon gains. All the tower fortress here has been reduced. And he's stopping this, more or less. And he has way more military. Ganji has a bit of a Feitoria problem now. Because 60 of his pop is in Feitorias, and he's got 92 wills as well. So he's at 150 population in economy. And that means he can't make a real army. So maybe the Feitoria are killing him here. And he also told Andy that he has Feitorias. So Andy somewhat knows he has more pop on the field. Because there's buildings binding pop for Ganji. And I think it could be that Ganji is dying to the Feitorias right now. To his own. Probably should delete some, I don't know, woodcutters, farmers. It's just taking really bad trades in these low numbers. It's a tower here on the wood line, and he's back on the wood. Looked like Ganji was about to finish it, but then he ran out of pop a bit and isn't even at 200 right now. Because he's losing units so quickly. X Factor flying in with the DM squid. Great to see you. On the final day, 3rd place match right now. Grand finals afterwards. Frost 9 against Daywalker. And it looks like Andy turned this around. Ganji's 180 pop, but we have to subtract 60 for the Feitoria, so kind of only 120 that can move. What are YouTube bits? Ah, nice. Yeah, YouTube is a bit behind though, because I'm too slow with thumbnails. A lot of real life going on as well. It will, and eventually everything will be on YouTube, but it might take a few days more. And Andy's in a great position, but Ganji has the golden calm, can afford another fleet. And these skirmishers in the middle of things though. Daywalker, I don't want to play DM, is fun right now? Did he say that? I don't remember. Before the tournament? And he was tryharding hard, right? He was even getting relics. So. He was struggling in the group stage, yeah. It's a interesting, great story. Saying he's not even practiced for the tourney, he has not done bad. Rage. Welcome in Rage first. But does Daywalker ever practice? I don't think he even practiced for the World Cup. And he had a close set against Andy there too. Loving how heavy it is to super well in medieval ships. Poking holes. A ship with holes isn't a ship much longer. Doink doink. Well, they died now, but... yeah, it seems like the heavy hits are enough to kill the gold spark here by Ganji with going for another fleet. Andy with 5 relics, might not have Feitoria, but is also able to afford some. Ganji still raiding, Andy down to 30 farms, so that might be an issue though. Ganji doing better on the raiding side in this game. I'm so happy to have a Daywalker final, but also how dare he? Yeah, a bit. But I mean, like, he might not prepare these days, but he's been playing DM tournaments since 20 years. That is also a lot of preparation, just like in general. "20 years plus of playing it will get less exciting," yeah? I think he said that during like group stage though, right? Or before signing up. He seemed very excited and happy in the matches he played against Kelar and Andy. And I think the best way to motivate him was the Kelar or like True talking about how Daywalker never beat him in a tournament. And I think that really motivated Daywalker to show up. And that's what he said yesterday in the interview as well, right? Ever since Kellen said, yeah, I've never lost to Daywalker before, he can't beat me, then he really wanted to win it all. I think it might have been calculated that way by Kellen. I mean, either way, it's a good story, right? For Kellen, either I win or Daywalker gets motivated. I think he likes that. Well played. There isn't anything as fun as a knockout tourney? True. I like the group stage into single elimination format. Double elimination. It's nice for players to get to play more games, but for like following the tournament, it becomes a bit of a drag. This tower! Can't you sneak this tower into the wood line? Garrison! Garrison it! No! Cannon are coming! I love this tower though. They're really fighting over this woodland now, honestly. Gotta say, tourney's been a big success. Thank you! Mr. H. Also very strong DM player. Played the tournament as well. Admins are handsome, so it helps. Well, parts of the admin team, right? TomSnuffles is handsome. I actually don't know how Huggie looks, but I'm sure he's handsome. Cast of Empires has a great voice. And then there's me. Blacksky has nice clothes. He has style. And I have great personality. Yeah, exactly, yeah, guy. The no graphics creator has a nice beard. I was only talking about his voice, Snuffles. I don't know how his face is. But he used to be a radio moderator, so that's the standard joke about radio moderators, clearly. Then he's losing the woodline now. What the hell is this game? Like, so many swings. Big demo mass now coming in. I want to see, is there more wood on the map? Yeah, there's some more that Andy is currently taking in the south. Ganji still has some back wood lines to fall back on as well. But Ganji is pushing back, so the Feitorias, it gave him a little weak moment. But now he was able to make a gold army, right? And therefore make up for that he can't make as much trash with the Feitorias. But gold armies usually beat trash, and especially ships are quite good on mangrove terrain. Candy says, I hope every wave won't be like this. It would be a lot of suspense for the finals. True, armor games can go longer, I guess. Can be tough to cast for noobs and can be really intimidating to play when you're new. I agree with it can be intimidating to play when you're new. But if there's people to play on your level, I think it's a lot of fun to use all the units, that you don't have to sit through 15 minutes of Dark Age before anything happens. That's the most annoying part about RM. Like, you're basically playing PvE against boars and deer for 15 minutes until you get to play PvP. And in DM, you instantly can play PvP. Yeah, and he has 70 farms. Ganji only 24. Good point, Alkhalim. Alkhalim also was a top 10 Demon player at the Wake of DE. Playing a lot of human hussars. Yeah, that's a bit of the reason why we try to always include Silver Leagues for the tournaments. But it seems hard to get a consistent player base on like all levels, especially with the ladder being gone. And the lobbies being this hard to find. So with the level of activity right now, there's a quite consistent player base on my level, and we have like 20-25 opponents that I meet when I play ranked, and against most of them, or against many of them, I can have close games. But if you're just starting, I guess it's a bit harder to find close games. You would actually need to message people for the lobbies, and that's... Playing RM is so much easier with just clicking match, right? I know it's probably a lot harder, but 3-3 turns would be awesome. As far as I know, Polar has everything planned out for Winter's War 2, which I guess would be a mix of 2v2 and 3v3 again. And is looking for sponsors. So if you know people who would like to sponsor DM tournaments or happen to have too much money yourself and wanna see that happening, Polar would be your address. FreakinAndy calls the GG as Ganji's fleet takes control of the water here. Ganji also a tower controlling this wood. FreakinAndy only 2,000 wood in the bank. Has higher pop, but that's Portuguese domination, right? The 3 Feitorias, they gave a really shaky moment. Now it's 4 Feitorias even. They gave a really shaky moment when Ganji was pushed big time. But in the end, the golden army of the Portuguese wins out and Ganji takes game number 1. And that means we saw where the Portuguese. They're here. And he lost with the Trevilian, so quite equal draft positions, bit better draft position for Ganji. Still has Britain, Strengths, Huns, Vikings, Mains. Doesn't excite me too much what Ganji has left. Malian students excites me, but the other three also don't excite me. So a lot of the admin bans on strong civs again. With 2 players who prefer the strong civs, I think. So that's making it more interesting. Let's go into game number 2. Oh boy, and we have a well-known matchup in RM that people think is bad for one side in RM, but I'm not sure about that in DM. And I think there was a re. Yeah, I tried to click in. Someone took his re. So we know it's Britons versus Malians, but we don't know the map yet, and I actually don't know who read. Let me ask. Scoreboard. I could adapt that. Ganji leading 1-0. What do you think about the drafts, guys? Does Andy has the Sylphia to come back? And what do you prefer, Britons or Malians? Let me know. We are going into game 2. Frost prefers Britons. AR prefers Britons. Where's Snuffles? He has to say Malians, no? I think I also like Britons more. But if we go full champs, I think there's a way for Malians. And we are on a little bit of a Socotra with water, but bigger. So yeah, looks like a very clearly shaped nomad. And we do have sea towers. Or lighthouses. We have lighthouses. No attack though. 0+7. And 0 plus something always means test 0. And that's how the game works. My Antigui TC helping out against the starting light cav. And we do have 6 stables and 5 barracks. So Andy is going to use the champions. I think Malians can make something happen if they like have enough champs and then something that kills the opponent's champs. Ganji is already mixing in champions and halberdiers. Can be a bit iffy to play at times. But it seems like everybody's preparing Britons here. Including a winner bracket finalist of Deathmatch World Cup 4 and the TFC finalist of today. FreakinAndy trying to rush. Docks placed there for Ganji. Already docks up for Andy. On water, heavy demo for the Malians and the Britons as well. And Britons also have great galleons. While Malians, well, they only got war galley. So Britons have the better water as well. Both just getting treadmill crane now, since Britons got that added to the attack tree. Are the voice levels fine now, by the way, after like had a little bit of complaining last game? 40 people here as well, really nice. Already in the 3rd place match. Glad to have you all. Hope you're excited for the finals as well, which will happen after this set. Onager defense for the Briton. FreakinAndy streaming in a bit, funneled by these 2 wood lines into a place he maybe doesn't want to be in. But the longbows and the onagers are making it very hard for him to push this direction. Angie, like this castle, let's try to find a better angle. And this angle threatens 2 goals of Ganji as well. And Ganji doesn't have any back goals. Oh boy. Yeah, if he gets cut out from this gold here especially, he has to at least get that one. And 2nd gold is only there. And he has his base gold here and also a front secondary. Another gold over here as well. And I mean, and he is castling one of the goals of Ganji there, I think. A lot of stone axes for the Briton though. And Britons are cheap, but Ganji has all his gold queued again. Already Onagers, water fight. Should be an easy time for Britons to secure this gold, but I really like the angle that Andy is pushing. By the way, prediction-wise, mods have been a bit sleepy again. I think we're still on the game 1 prediction. Ayo Regni. Almost the sexiest Tom's voice. Now I feel bad for saying the bot thing when you turned up. I just saw the bot icon. But yeah, someone could end the prediction of game 1 and we could get a game 2 prediction maybe. Oh, nice attack ground. Ganji very known for good attack grounds with his siege units, both bombard cannons and onagers, something that he really showed prowess in DM World Cup 5 and used to even beat Frost there. Who's also known for that? Andy, kind of known for his massive trap pushes, as he's showing us here. And where are the werewolf traps? Werewolf traps are only 4 in the back and packed. I feel like this is calling for werewolf to push this back, right? Trap war. Britons shouldn't lose these trap wars here. And he has another fleet with some cannon gains here, being held up by 3 towers. Polar meta going strong still. Bombard cannon addition as the werewolf traps come forward now. Onagers are scaring them away though. And werewolf traps can now probably clear the push. Maybe it's only 3 werewolf traps. Another TC on the main. Gold falls. Andy playing really strong here with the Malians. Has the champ addition as well. Not doing the mistake of not doing, like, kind of not using the champ line that we saw in this matchup before in the tournament. But the longbow mass is high, the werewolf traps are out, and looks like Ganji might push this back. 51 longbows there to defend. And with a bit more magic, you can turn the rocks into flowers. Now I want to have the ah sound of Grass Rain. Maybe I should have, like, wishlisted a stream deck for Christmas. Critical mass of longbows reached indeed 35 now, so quite some died. 42. Longbows answering all the questions of the universe. And push Andy back. Oh, I feel like he got quite close there. But now it's Ganji with the trap mass. And not many points on Andy. But the siege just can always still turn this around. And he has more map control as well. Ganji might have this gold, but as long as Andy can contest this one, how much gold is there left? Oh, there's a lot of gold on these piles though. It's probably enough for Britons to survive. Hey, Nunes. I can confirm neither of these guys practiced with you prior to the set. So that means both lose now? Because so far we are 100% on Ganji trained with Nunes and won. Andy didn't train with Nunes and lost. Ganji didn't train with Nunes and lost. So all the sets in the final stages here for Ganji and Andy have been dependent on Nunes training with them. But I played against you yesterday, Nunes, so does that mean I win? That was a good 5 minutes for Andy though. So chat saying Blue has this. Champions are all over. Ganji's 120 pop. Andy only 120, like 150 versus 120. I also lost. Wait, does one need to win against you? You denied me the rematch. Freaking Bengalis. Should have banned him in the Silver League against Killamon as well. Can we get a shot? Can we get a shot? We can't get a shot. Ganji's stabilizing now. Ah, Britons and Bengalis are the two most annoying civs in Deathmatch. I like Bengalis in RM, I like monks. Oh, Castle Tower Warrior. Can be once again not the quickest to garrison. Same as last game. And that means the castle easily goes up. The tower was up, but he doesn't garrison. I don't think one tower is enough to stop it anyways. Okay, more Onagers, higher chances to get a shot in. And a champ meat shield as well. Just killing the traps. Don't think it will be enough to save the castle even. Yeah, one trap will survive at least. And that means this castle goes down. Did both bait maybe, but also not. Down. There's Mark. Dogs in the corners. Yeah, of course there's dogs in the corners. No, probably nobody checked the corners. Ganji didn't check the corners in the semis. And he was casting the semis with me. He noticed them there. So yeah. But no, nobody checked the corners. Yeah, that's very good at checking corners. Yeah, both were ships, but none went into the corner. That fishing ship might eventually find it, though, right? If it goes to... no, it's too far. I think all the fish is too far here to find it. Ganji even had a fish. It's a nice little touch. But I don't think there's close enough fish. If this one would probably see it. The lighthouse could see it maybe as well. Yeah, I think the lighthouse sees it. I don't know if you can capture them. You can capture them. Someone just needs to find this, capture it, and then sees the dog. And that fish, if ever a fishing ship goes there, should also be enough. Britain push is on the way. It's so scary to play Britain Storm, because you can always lose your longboats in an instant. They are usually cheap enough so you can make more, so it isn't that devastating, but no siege engineers for Maids is pretty bad. And as long as Britain champs are still in front, the Mayan champions are not doing that much. Gebeto will be nice against the champs, and as long as the longboats aren't shooting at the Gebeto, and now comes the siege Onager. Siege Onager doesn't do anything, but that was the decent fight for Andy. Shoot. Ah, nice one. Tempo numbers down to 33. And it's pushed here, based in the north here being pushed. Which is in go 5k gold on that pile. Man, this map is too much gold. I think with this map having that much gold, trade might not even matter. Do we need more Gebeto for Andy? Champion Gebeto, maybe? So now it's trying to champ SO, which is... makes sense. Oh, it's not bad. That's a good shot. Some decent splits. And... Ganji's just retreating and shooting. Was firing here. Trap that got killed. Werewolf is so annoying, man. Maybe fish with bombard cannons, but Werewolf also kills them, kind of. Especially it's Marian's lack of siege engineers is quite bad in this matchup. Would Ferimba Lightcav be an option? Or Cavalier, I guess, with the amount of gold that we have. Oh, Andy has fishing ships. Andy might find this one. GG incoming. Ah, it does look good for Ganji. But Andy had some nice shots. He has a good hold. But yeah, I don't know how he pushes. He also lost the relics. 3 relics here. Ganji didn't even go for them. No, it's not unwritten. Baits are just not the positive stuff. Baits are really good in DM. Just not versus Britons, I think. Oh, and he's getting the relics back. Ganji made him on his tree. And he's bringing them back here. That could easily get killed. Wait, what happened to the prediction? Why do we have another prediction? Yeah, don't resolve predictions before the match is like actually over. Seems a bit premature. It's looking good for Ganji, but like the prediction should be closed when the game's over. Technically getting the ban hammer already, but he can't ban other mods. And he still has gold access. Can switch to Cavalier now. I think switching to Cavalier would be good. He has the resources for it. And if he finds the dogs and makes endless Cavalier, would be hard. Let's go, Regni. Trap fight still here on the left side. Champions for Andy making some progress. The trap is not firing at the other trap, but Andy loses the castle. Yeah, that's why I wanted whip on Andy's channel. And being the OG viewer, I got it. Because I was the only one who watched the stream in 2019. Well, not the only one. Kelar and me, I think. I think he did one stream there. But they had the earliest possible view streak. And he's holding, but he calls it. And that more to close the predictions. We'll be happy now that he didn't fuck up. Britons OP! Ganji using his first pick though, so there is decent chances for a reverse sweep here. And the only coming fourth as the DM World Cup champion would be something. And Ganji going from second to third would be okay, I think. Nobody ever found the dogs. And Ganji takes the 2-0 lead here. Aye. Not what I expected. My prediction is dead. I said 3-1 Andy. But it's also the first step for Andy. Oh, but shouldn't kill everything, no? Oh, Hans. Not Hans, I guess. Dermies, Khmer, and random battalions. What shifts do we expect here for game 3? Oh boy, it is the 2 I talked about. We do have Tuten's Hans. And that might be a quick end to the 3rd place match here. Which means finals afterwards, so don't go anywhere. But if Ganji can finish it early with the Hans here, that would be the end of the set. Tuten's later on should be way better. But it is a question of can FreakinAndy survive the start. He deletes the Feitoria. Ganji keeps the Feitoria alive, so that's extra pop space for FreakinAndy, which is that good for him that he gets the 10s, right, without the Feitoria. So it's extra pop space. Also a bit of a hand start for him, therefore. It is also great for Ganji, though, because Ganji doesn't have to delete the Feitoria. Could also delete the 10s to have more space, as he doesn't need pop space with the Hans. And yeah, Ganji, for the 2nd time in the set, will have a Feitoria. After he made one himself with Portuguese. 4 barracks and 4 stables with now working on a castle. Working on this castle even more with 3 villagers, but the Cav-Archers here. Ganji is really good with early Cav-Archers. And that might be something, but the Halberdier is getting some nice hits, killing that Cav-Archer as well, and he is on the ball. That Halberdier is on these Cav-Archers as well. So far, no villager kills. Ganji lost to the Paladins. Predictions are up, and he relocates the villagers, has to jump in and out of the castle a bit. Halberdier now joining there, but Halberdier is just passing, not really attacking the cavalry archers. That Halberdier goes down. I don't know why Ganji's going away. Now Ganji should shoot at the villagers, but the castle will go up. And he gets the 1st castle up, 2nd castle is at 70%, and usually if you get 2 castles up, you survive the rush. But it looks like 1 is enough. Ganji retreats the rush, only killing 2 villagers. Actually, Ganji losing more vills than FreakinAndy. I think that's a good start for FreakinAndy in game 3. But there will be the 10-minute push as well by the Hans. Where the siege workshops, no siege workshops, market coming up for Ganji. No market for Andy to take it away. Market push will come soon. We do have a siege workshop, 2 siege workshops for FreakinAndy, making siege launchers to stop the ram push. Or maybe trap push that's gonna come. Maybe against students who rather want a trap push than make rams like it would be in a mirror. Army obviously way higher for the Hans, not needing houses. So he can pop out units quite early on. Siege Archer venturing into the woods there a bit, will be picked off by the Paladins. Full help SO, yeah, help SO is probably the way, but also Paladins fixed in by Andy to have a bit more mobility. Didn't mention the map at all, kind of a bit wood around and decently open center with some choke points. Mine's a bit of rocky forest. No, is that rocky forest? Rock slide. No, it's also not rock slide. I don't know, remember how the map is called, but I think it's an NSC. Pole position for Andy looks super nice. There's these here, and then some in the back. Yeah, while 2 forward ones for Ganji, but Hans should get their forward wells anyways if they want to win the game. They need to win it early. It looks like Andy is surviving. And he's even pushing out. But pushing out could be a risk if he gets caught out. Hans has struggling against SO because they don't really have siege besides rams. But I don't like that Andy's going this forward. I feel like that's a mistake I made against Lunas yesterday. After like surviving the start. Oh, it's getting really nice shots though. Ah, nice flip by Ganji to not be hit by that one. Now Paladins swooping in again. And as long as you have map control, you can keep being annoying with the Hans and hope to deny economy as well. This Ganji isn't going for the massive push, but rather going for the eco denial here. Forward castle, there's some traps out, but traps out for Andy as well. Andy could put another forward castle here, I feel Like or here, like outside of trap range of the opponent. To protect that a bit, but he's adding one here in front of these 2 gold piles. That's making a lot of sense. I think he would have the stone to be able to solidify his pushback here. Probably wants one on these stones or like the right side of his eco as well. Maybe prioritizing that. TC wise, not the highest amount of builds for either player. Ganji gets another water map, so it should be fine. Land might be rough though. Ah, we got land here. Water would be better for Hans, I agree. Especially with them getting Dromon now, but this is the massive pushback. All the trebuchets go down for Ganji, and I think Andy is looking to get on the scoreboard in game number 3 and start a reverse sweep. Relic's not being picked off by anyone. I keep looking at that relic directly in Andy's face, and he establishes, not really establishes map control, forward farming rather. Should be careful not to waste forward here. Ganji does at least have first late game win con, I guess, with the Feitoria. Oh, big shots! Big shots on the cavalry archers. Ganji down to 50 army, and Ganji calls GG 2-1. FreakinAndy gets game 3, and we don't have a sweep in the 3rd place match, but a closer one. And Tuten's first save used for FreakinAndy, though, winning against the Huns. Franks, Vikings, Mayans against Burmese, Khmer, Italians. Lol. Not the strongest civs in DM that are left on the board. Ooh. What should I go for now? Franks have decent matchups here, but not great ones. Khmer, I think, kind of counter everything, right? I think Andy should go Khmer, and then the best thing against that is Franks, so... yeah, I'm guessing Franks Khmer. And I'm right. Franks Khmer for game 4. Let's go. I think that's quite even. Welcome to game 4. FreakinAndy with the Khmer, and we do have fire towers. Not much water, only little ponds, and a close generation as well. Good for Franks, I think. But also quite some choke points. Quite some woods. A little bit of a woody land map with fire towers and a close start. Very interesting. I don't know how to play how this will pan out. Camel to start apparently, which is getting roasted. And build order wise, 6 stables and 7 racks for Ganji. So quite a heavy build order, which I don't mind. Rack start for Andy, so only going elephants later on. Elephants are the power unit here, but he needs something to defend the paladin rush, right? So that's why he's starting with heavies. Had to clear my throat a bit. And in 45 minutes, we're gonna see the grand finals happening. As the paladin rush comes in onto FreakinAndy's base, there are 2 villager kills so far. The fire tower's not really doing that much. Just reducing the HP of the Frank paladins a bit, but Frank paladins do have a lot of HP. They have defense somewhat working though. Still at only 2 villager kills. FreakinAndy's house, so house was very nice. Castle is far from being up. FreakinAndy's really badly housed. That's a big issue, being housed at 30 forever. Good start for Ganji into game 4 here with the Franks, and he's still housed. Andy, make a house! He's trying to finish the castles that get post-phase that way. Finally finishes the castles, but that was a long time without being able to produce units. That means he's 23 to 80 population behind, and that with the Civ that gets Strathmere Crane. But Ballista Elephants, okay, it is a Ballista Elephant strat. What do Franks do against that? Well, Onager or Bombard Cannon should do fine. Ganji attacking the annoying fire tower first. The fire towers don't do that much damage though. So, I don't know, maybe you could just ignore them, but they could take out the bombard cannons then, so I guess you have to take them out. Siege workshops forward. Ganji's base looks very developed. 7 racks, 4 castles on the way. TCs to the back. Gets a market as well that hasn't been used yet. And he didn't go for one. Ganji with a lot of control in the middle, but the question is, can Andy build up a death ball? Because if he does, that could be very dangerous for the Franks. Elephants of multiple sorts now coming out. Ballista elephants and the irregular battle elephants in front. Ballista elephants getting some really nice shots. Scorpions in the mix as well, but Andy pushed a bit too far out. Ganji just waiting with all his paladins here. Could like loop some around, maybe deny the economy. Andy really doesn't have much population. Feel like he should stay around his castles, as Pop's face is a big issue there. He does have the stronger units for his Pop, but not really enough of them. And Frank Paladins are not the shabbiest unit when it comes to Pop efficiency. Just fighting the towers a bit there in the back. The Ballista Elephants are stabilizing force here for Andy, but need to be really careful against the siege. Ganji also expanding to all the goals on the map with fantastic map control. Andy holding the line there. But 8 Ballista Elephants, they are getting mobbed up, and it might... Am I too soon in calling that the third place of the fastest chaos might be Ganji? I'm not too soon in calling that the mods have disappeared again. Probably because Regni banned all of them. Five bombard cannons. And he's holding the position and he's getting economy. I mean, that's kind of what he needs to do, right? And if he gets to the later game, the later gets kind of the better for Franks. They have, like, the better for Khmer. They have, like, better gold efficient unit, like elephants and Ballista elephants should dominate the mid game. And Hussar and Scorps, which I think you can do a few against X-Men later on, should dominate the late games. I don't think... I retract myself. I don't think it's over yet. And he's actually fine. Maybe. Still behind in economy by a lot, but he's not out of food. Has enough villagers in queue to get to a decent eco. Ganji is being a bit slow eco-wise. 13 minutes and 20 farmers. It's still fast compared to most players, but... compared to the very top level where we are right now. I like this sneak though. Like the sneak TC, that castle there. And some raids in here would be nice for Ganji. Is everything... Is there a hill? I think that's elevation there, right? I think it blows sides. And these units are on the down elevation a lot. Or is that just the hill that Ganji's on? No, I think that's also a downwards elevation here. Maybe not though. This goes down too, right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, this is also valley form. No. Ganji now has the castle up in the back and he does see it because it's shooting the town center. And Onager shots on the bombard cannons in the middle. And he has the same population now than Ganji. And he's making the comeback happen. Ah, but the raids. Raids could be realized for Ganji. To not give this game out of hands. Ganji has 2 relics, Andy. 1 here and 1 there. It looks like they were all on lakes. Oh boy, Andy traps again. Now he wants to push. 9 traps. But does he have enough army to protect them? Doesn't look that way. Bombard cannons and Onagers and paladins taking them out quite effectively. Where is Andy's meat shield? Andy's meat shield is in his Furiko. And that Furiko is being raided. More traps coming everywhere, but no real army to protect those by the Austrian. Castle falls over here. Probably both castles will fall. Yeah, Ganji can't build that. Deletes it, goes back with the villagers, but that's more exposed farms for Andy. Andy down to 18 farms. Only 20. No, there was probably 3 people going back to farms. 35 now on food for Ganji, which isn't really enough yet, I guess, but that's their goal. So should be fine. Once he has enough food, could maybe transfer something over. Andy trying to deal with the back base. And if Andy can get his farm numbers up, should look good for him. Now the raids have stopped, because Ganji also didn't have much food left. Trying to go for another castle here in the middle to stabilize that position, maybe be able to push from there, as he's potentially going to lose the left side eventually. He's doing a good job holding on to the distraction push here. I don't think it's more than a distraction. Distractions can be very effective though. More paladins looking to raid here on the right side. I have to say I do like Andy's position more and more here. Doing predictions myself on the final day. Oh my god. Also, Andy's written wrong. Are these trapped? No, they're not trapped. They can leave here. But Andy will housewall this side. And he's looking to raid. And to push at the same time. And where's FreakinAndy's army? Like, is he so overboomed? Both players have a lot of villagers. Prediction is up for this game, as it's quite even right now, so why not? Paladins have been activated. There's no going back as they can't go through the front. But this Paladin raid is really nice. And Andy has to fix that at the same time while stopping the push. Did kill a lot of bombard cannons here, so stopping the push he did well, but the Paladins are running around everywhere. I can't disagree with Gamrat. Such a wise person, I maybe should mod him. Blues winning? Yeah, it looks better for Ganji now. Directly after I opened the predictions. I thought Andy would make the comeback happen here, but the raids are being very effective. Like the raid and pushing at the same time, like the distractions, the left side still being active. That's what Ganji did so well in the quarters, right? Where against who did he play in the quarters? Freaking Chris? In that Ghost game, where he also controlled his opponent really nice, like on 3 sides. When it reaches a certain point, Ganji has stabilized his economy. He's really good with being active on multiple fronts. I think Ganji is the faster player, maybe even faster than FreakinAndy here. And he obviously has the fastest surface rail, right? Because these ballista elephants, they are tanky, but they can only be in one spot. They are more effective in Mars, so the ballista elephants are defending this side, nothing is defending the raids, and nothing is defending the middle attack, and nothing is defending the left side attack. Ganji's so active in 4 spots here, it's beautiful to see. And it will secure him a 3rd bronze medal here. From the looks of it. And he still has the 28 elephants. So if he ever can stabilize through all this pressure, then he does have the better setup. And the elephants are not dying, because Ganji is more like doing all these pushes, all these raids, trying to get control, rather than trying to like mass an army and confront the ballista elephants. Now it's the army of ballistas staying here, and he has another bench in the middle, but I'm not sure if that bunch is big enough. Ganji might have had more pop there. FreakinAndy down to 123 population. Ballista elephants getting mowed down. FreakinAndy loses the castle on the right. That's more exposed farms. 37 still. Like with the back farms. I don't even know where the people are working on the farms. Stop repopulating that. Zenji pushed back a little bit on the right side. Still 2-0 relics in favor of Ganji. Units now streaming into the middle, and I think FreakinAndy is on the ropes. Ganji being so active here, pushing on the left with a castle push, pushing on the right with castles and units, pushing in the middle with halberdiers and trebuchets, and Ganji takes the bronze medal of the fastest chaos. FreakinAndy goes down. Grand finals up next. Don't go anywhere. Frost 9 against Daywalker in the grand finals coming up. Soon after this one, probably gonna have a little break, and then we go into the grand finals with Ganji making the 3rd place here. And yeah, 570 to 528 KD, but the stronger units were not enough. Ganji with the stronger economy, but mainly Ganji with just the control play from all sides to play out FreakinAndy with all the massive pushes, all the raids. Start was really nice for Ganji as well, right? FreakinAndy being housed at 30 population there, hurt quite a bit, set him into a position where he had to defend, and Ganji then played it beautiful with the side switches. So yeah, FreakinAndy favorite of the tournament, in the end only coming 4th. RM success doesn't mean DM success, I guess. And the Franks winning again. Oh god, we're seeing so many Frank victories. That is unusual. I don't know. Franks played really poorly out at the start of the tournament, but the later the tournament gets, the stronger the Franks seem to get as well. Only Are you trying to make an OnlyFans joke, Tom? I mean, 4th is still a great place, right? You're right, if you want to say that. Top 4 is not bad at all. Top 4 is probably still like FreakinAndy pre-DM World Cup 5 would top 4 would have been considered a really, really good result for Andy. I think a lot of people were expecting him to go higher here. But yeah, Daywalker showing up yesterday and Ganji showing up today, taking the set 3-2-1. And yeah, we have half an hour until the grand finals. I will do a quick interview with Ganji and then meet up with Zayu for the grand final cast. Oh, he's already here. Hey yo, welcome in a medalist of the fastest chaos, Mr. Ganji.
Hello, hello. Thank you.
Taking down Andy? How does it feel? I know you obviously want to be in the finals, but
I think the maps and suits were in my, maybe not in my favor, but pretty equal across the board. So then I felt more comfortable overall.
Yeah, I think it was relatively equal. Maybe Britons had a bit of an easier time against Malians, but the other two quite even, I think.
Yeah, like Malian Britain is like, in the beginning, Malian can kill Britons. If they don't kill, I guess Britain just wins, right? So on close distance, I would say Malians probably wins, right? But I managed to stabilize somehow, and
yeah, it was no super one-sided matches.
yeah.
FreakinAndy, thank you for the raid. Currently doing the win interview with Ganji, and after that, grand finals of the fastest chaos. So we will hear from Ganji now a bit, and then we're gonna see Frost9 with Daywalker in the grand finals. GG's, Andy. Thanks for playing the tournament. And yeah, looking forward to seeing you in Berlin. Back to you, Ganji.
It was fun.
Yeah, what do you think about? What are your thoughts about the draft overall?
I personally liked my draft. There were a few civs that were scary in like that's the common problem, right? That you don't know what the other guy is picking. So if I pick like something into something else, it could be a complete civ win. But kind of went okay here. But I like my draft, but probably 50-50. I'm not sure.
Andy says game 5. Andy says in chat game 5 would have been his.
These verse. Yeah, I mean.
It's tough for you, I think.
I'm not sure what Viking or Maya can do there.
Oh.
I guess it's Elephant Champion kill both civs, no?
Yeah. Probably, right?
Yeah, I think that's his game. Actually, well, Viking I can win on water map. Then actually it's my game.
Yeah, probably right? You had your re still, right? And you used this re, but you didn't?
No, I used it. I used it
as well. When did you use it?
I'm not sure if it was wise, but it was like a complete water map, Frank versus Khmer. And I guess since I don't have Bracer, I have Bracer.
Complete water map, maybe you're worse. You have heavy demo and he doesn't. So if it's a hybrid map, I think you're better. But complete water map, he might be better.
Like water nomad type, right? Marsh everywhere. Marshes everywhere.
I would like Franks then against Khmer.
Really? Okay.
Heavy demo is so big on this. Like, remember game 1, right? It was like Andy tried Thirisadai, and then it was a demo fest for a good while.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I kind of just now learned how completely OP demos are. Like, I knew they were good, right? But I never used them properly. But man, demos are completely crazy on DM.
Did you watch back like how Andy and me casted the semifinals you played against Frost?
No, I was too tilted at the time.
And Andy was very like Andy said do a demo at least 50 times during game 1. Try to push you to
the
make
first
them.
Game, I guess, or
yeah.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
With the Byzantines versus Italians there.
Yeah, but what I enjoyed today was that like Andy and me had, like you said, like quite even matchups, like maybe some 55-45 stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But versus Frost, I really felt like the 3 last games is like 70-30 to him. And obviously he's such a good player that there's no way I can ever win those games. At least that's was my feeling at the time. That's why I was a little bit tilted after the games. Because I know it can be closer, obviously.
It
But
happens
that's-
in the format, right? Also with Hyperrandom, right?
I mean, that's why I signed up for, so all good. It's like it's really fun though to play on these maps and have to improvise and stuff.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's a fact I love too. But yeah, game 1 was like really interesting because he started with the Thirisadai. I thought they could be good. He had the better start, I think.
Yeah.
And then there was a land fights, and then in the end was a fight over wood, and then the Feitoria seemed to lose you the game, but then maybe won you the game in the end.
Yeah, like I was really careful at not adding them too early. I think I added them at like minute 45 or something, right? But they cost quite a bit and they don't pay back that quite quick, so I don't know. Obviously in the super late game they're really good. I don't know, maybe from your point of view you know better. Like, do you think they were good? Victorians?
I thought I liked the idea of adding them, and when you did, it looked for 10 minutes like you might die to them because it was still somewhat of a trash war, and then you just had 60 less units on the field.
Mm-hmm.
But then I guess they won you the game because they allowed you to make a gold army, or rather gold fleet then in the end again.
Yeah, eventually it won me the game. But man, it takes a while for those to actually pay off. You can still sell a lot of food and wood for a long time there.
And Andy, after eventually picking up the middle relic, had a 5-3 relic lead as well.
I didn't realize there were so many relics. I thought there were only 5 relics. I had 3, but that's not the case.
There was one relic in the middle of the map sitting there forever while demos were exploding there and you were fighting more on the sides.
I had some weird thing as well. I have some graphical mod that I can't really see the texture properly in the middle. So some places you could place a tower and some you could not. It was super weird.
Yeah, the smooth terrain mod is really not a great idea on Hyperrandom. Andy, I think Andy in its matches against Nilly couldn't see where he could build like on a land map, even where there was unbuildable terrain, and then had to all in push because he didn't know where to expand. So he still won the game, but one fucked him.
Yeah, that's very, very annoying for sure.
But yeah, that was super. I think. Do you think it was the Feitorias or like what else won you the game?
Well, I don't think I'll play them. So I guess Feitoria is one thing. I think the organs are very good versus Dravidian, except versus the Elephant Touchers, feels like. Like just a few of those and some light game in front can deal with most helps. I don't know, does Dravidian have... I guess they do have Shift Bread, yeah, I should have. I don't know, to be honest. I guess Feitoria won me in the end. But I also think it's inevitable. Like, if I just camp 50 more minutes, there's no way he can ever win. Just with Feitoria, right? And just hold.
Yeah, if you didn't have Feitoria, you might have run out of wood.
Yeah.
But it also looked like you had the game in the bag before when you denied him from the middle wood line, and he was really boxed up in his face, and then he... I don't really know how
it's like so hard to play, because the bottom push I did, like I was afraid 3 demos would just completely wipe it every time. So I have to keep watching over there, and nothing ever came, but I still had to pay attention to it. And you can lose everything in an instant for demos. Like, it's crazy, those things.
That's what
and it's very good at splitting them up as well. Like, when I go in with my demos, you send 1, right, to blow up the others, and you have to micro so hectically there. It's a tricky one.
Yeah, then game 2 was the Malian Britons, I think, right? And the map allowed you to defend it at one spot. I think he wasted a lot between those 2 wood lines.
Yeah, that's very... I mean, I felt like I was in a decent spot all the time, but I was a little bit afraid of getting overrun. Like, that's just Britain in a nutshell, I guess. Especially when they didn't have treadmill, you just died.
Yeah. Yeah, now they do them way better, right?
Yeah, for sure.
It looked dicey though, because he had these castles up onto like basically all of your goals almost then when he was pushing at the top, right?
It's like the Britain privilege. It feels like you never run out of resources. Yeah. I think the only big mistake I did there was not adding the traps fast enough. Like werewolf traps are so strong there.
Yeah, he had these 12 traps and you didn't have the werewolf traps to push them back in time, I think.
Yeah, exactly. So you got like a bunch of towers, TCs, and all those things. Yeah. I was debating on reading that map, but I wasn't sure. So I just figured I'll play.
Looked okay to me, I think. Like the woodlines
But I
made
wasn't
it
sure
easy
about-
enough to defend.
Yeah, but if the distance is like way closer, then I think I'm just insta dead. Champion Cavalier and just traps. And can't do much. Really need my mask going. But yeah.
And later on, do you think there's anything that, like, Malians, if it went to that later set where you were pushing, maybe
think they
Mock
can do
better? I don't
anything.
know.
I honestly don't know. I think just... I mean, the only way is that you actually have a way bigger economy than Britain guy, right? And you can somehow push back while he's doing an economy or something. That's why he got those shots at me, right? When I was making economy. When I had my eco set up, I didn't take a single other extra shot from that point. Because you literally have nothing to focus on except traps and longbows.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I was thinking maybe Mask Cavalier, like Marimba Cavalier, because there was so much gold on the map.
Yeah, that's true.
And once again, you never found the trade docks.
Oh, there was oh, not again. Disaster. Somehow I feel like when it's explored, you should see everything. But yeah, those are always hidden. He was not trading, or was he? Don't think so, right? Yeah, those docks are annoying. Well, we can do 13-7 now, by the way.
Well, well, you wanted 11%.
Damn it, man.
More confidence would have been better, I guess, in the end. Yeah. Then we had Hans students, and he defended nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there were a few more shots your Cavachers could have taken. Like, I think Cavacher raid is probably the way to win for Hans, and then
Yeah.
you didn't do
I think I played that
ram
quite
push at
bad.
all.
Yeah. I think I played it quite bad, and he played it well, so there's nothing to do there. But I don't think the matchup is horrendous in essence. Like, I can kill him, but if I don't, then I die. This is how it is.
So you didn't expect him to play Tutons too?
I kind of did, honestly. But I wasn't sure what else I would want to play with that anyway. Viking hard dice, Maya hard dice. Franks, I'm not sure. I guess Teuton has advantage.
Franks can win it, I think, maybe.
Yeah. Issues throwing Axemen don't actually do damage to the Tonic Knights, right?
Yeah, 1 damage, yeah. But you can still micro them, so if you have enough,
yeah,
that's slow.
I was thinking do CA, but that's just trolling, I guess, at that point. So I just figured Hans, throw that Civ away, maybe I can win, and then I'll win the next. Something like that.
I think it would have been a thought Black keeping Hans for Black Burmese, maybe, but I'm not sure if they're good there either. Yeah. It worked out. Like, the Teutons win anything anyways, I think, with the civs that were left, right? So I agree. And then,
more or less.
And then
I mean,
you
I
had
could
the
have maybe
Franks
just...
left.
I mean, Viking and hope for a water map should probably be the play as well. But that's a bit more RNG based, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll have to re on that one as well.
I mean, Hanset getting a water map works too, right? The faster start, you get the water control, and you have Dromons.
Yeah, maybe I should have just read that, actually.
Yeah,
oh, no, I didn't have my re, I guess.
You use your re on the Britain Marion, right?
Yeah, yeah, true. Well, then. Nothing
And
to think
then
about.
Franks against Kmer. That's a really interesting matchup. I wasn't really sure how that goes.
Well, I would imagine Frank is a bit better. But that choke point where he was fighting with the ballista was really awkward. I think I only won that game because of the early Vil kills, right? I killed quite a few Vils of him early.
I was thinking Kmer is better. Yeah, he was housed at 30 forever. I think that's what gave you a huge advantage. But other than that, if the Franks don't kill early, Kmer seem to have no bombard cannons, I guess, but they have stronger units and they have better trash later on. They have
The map was relatively open-ish, right? You could raid a little bit here and there. A lot of golds. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think
the Kmer death ball is definitely way better. That's for damn sure.
Exactly.
But if I can spread out, I'm not sure. It's hard.
So yeah, you made 3rd place. I'm probably hoping for a bit more there, but winning against Andy is still nice, right?
No, I think this is very realistic for me. I think 4th place would have been absolutely perfect. 3rd place is just icing on the cake, I guess. Okay,
nice to hear. Yeah. I mean, you didn't have that much time to prepare for this one as you had for World Cup, right? With like NAC and everything.
Yeah, for sure. And it was a bit harder to... even if I were to practice for this, it's a bit harder to do it. That's basically just playing a bunch of DM and getting used to the starts and everything, but no like specific training, right? Matchups and openings and stuff like that, because the maps are so different.
Was kind
Which
of
is a
one
really
thought
nice
of the
thing.
tournament, right? Because there wasn't too much DM activity prior to the announcing of the tournament. I wanted people to just play more DM again. And since that's the best preparation, just playing ranked games, basically, DM. And yeah, I couldn't expect people to prepare that much. So I thought of tournament stakes that they aren't that prep heavy here.
Yeah, I think the tournament was really fun and everything. Just the competitiveness gets a little bit frustrating at times, right? If you get those really bad matchups on maps you can't really control, right? You have one read, that's fine, but yeah, it's just tricky format, but it's very enjoyable to play.
Glad to hear. Yeah, I mean, the next DM tournament I will do will like be Ragnarok 2 likely, and they will have set maps again. So
okay,
more on the more competitive side even.
We need a BF 1v1 map, DM.
Huh? Okay, yeah, I would consider that.
Okay, perfect.
Do you have thoughts on the Civ selection system? I would be interested in
that. I like it a lot with the admin bans, you mean?
Yeah, with the admin bans, like as opposed to Fair Civ or Mirror, and as opposed to drafting without the random bans.
Yeah, this is probably the best system, I would say. The other ones were very ban heavy, right? You got like 6 bans in World Cup, if I remember correctly, or something like that. Individual ones.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Versus me and Andy, all the SLCs were always gone. And if you play Kelar, then all the fast civs are gone. Yeah, I like this one more, I would say. The mirror one I have never played really, and don't think it's too fun to maybe watch. I think a lot of games can get really stalemate, you know.
And to watch, definitely non-mirror is way superior.
Yeah.
Obviously, mirror is like the competitives this can get because there's no Civ advantages, but
yeah. Yeah, I don't like mirror in general, I guess. Not as enjoyable and less exciting. And would be worse for me personally because I haven't played any mirrors, so
I
like that for that reason.
Makes sense. Thanks for your thoughts, man, and congrats to the third place. And thanks for coming in.
Thank you very much, and good luck casting the final. I hope it's gonna be an entertaining one.
Let's go. Oh, I'm so excited.
Happy to hear it. All right, see you, man.
GG. See you, man. GG.